Today I'm going to talk about the modeless design. And I think this is not very popular term, because if you Google it, you will get some, very few ideas, because this term is used only by me, I think. Yeah. But this is very important idea or concept, so I'm going to talk about this today. And actually, I have written blog articles about modeless design for 50 times or 60 articles. So this is a very big theme to me. Right. This is silver bullet, and people say there is no silver bullet in design methods. Yeah, that's right. Modeless design is a kind of silver bullet. This is almost always works, and it is not very too difficult. It's easy. You can do it right now. So this is a kind of silver bullet, I believe. And first, have you ever seen this book? This is in Japanese, but this is Designing Interfaces. It's written by Jennifer Tidwell. No? Have you read? This is a very, very good book. This book introduces hundreds of design patterns for UI or interaction design. And back in 2005, I was working at translating this book from English to Japanese. And I studied a lot about design patterns for UI or interaction design. So one question, what is the most important or most original design patterns of UI? What is the fundamental design pattern? So I was looking for a lot of UI design principles. Those are some of them. This is a very popular. The left side, we got Apple Human Interface Guidelines. This is a very old one, but it says metaphors are very important. Direct manipulation, see endpoint, consistency, like that. The middle one is from Donald Norman's Design of Everyday Things. This is also very popular. He said that the principles are visibility, feedback, affordance, mapping, constraint, consistency, something like that. So the right one is from Jacob Niels and heuristics. He said also similar things, visibility or user control. So I was looking at those things and I thought, most of them are saying almost the same thing. So what is the super principle? What is the most original one? So I found it. I thought it is. Can you see? Modeless. This one includes everything almost. So this is the most important, I thought. For example, modelessness. For example, direct manipulation. It means modeless. Or see endpoint. If you don't see or if you cannot point it, you cannot directly manipulate. So it means modeless. Or user control. What you see is what you get. Everything is talking about modelessness, I thought. So modelessness, it's hard to pronounce, is super important, I thought. So what it means, roughly freedom, visual, direct, and objective, I think. So my conclusion, the root patterns of design are modal and modeless. And of course, the good design is about modeless. Modeless good, modal bad. Yeah. This is my conclusion. So anyway, the modeless is good. This is not my original idea, of course. For example, this is a license plate of Larry Tesler. Have you ever heard the guy's name, Larry Tesler? No. He's very famous and you know, a good computer scientist from Xerox in 70s, and he moved into Apple in 80s, and he was working on original Macintosh or like that. And he was always saying modeless is important. So he got his license plate. He said no modes. Okay. And also in the Apple Human Interface Guidelines, it says embrace modelessness. Users appreciate apps that allow them to be in control, and they generally dislike apps that wrest control away from them too often. One of the most common ways that apps take control away from user is by overusing modes that require users to follow a specific path. So it says modeless is very important. Okay, so what is mode? You know, this is a mag light. I think you have used this kind of flashlight, and it has just one button here. This is the only user interface element. So if the light is off, you push the button, it will be on. So when it is on and you push the button, it gets off. So if you have this flashlight in your bag and you don't see the condition, so you push the button. You don't know. You cannot tell it is now on or off because it is modal. Mode means the control or effect will be changed depending on the condition. So when it is on, the button means it gets off, and the vice versa. So these ellipsis letters, this means you will be getting in a mode, right? So be careful. All right, this is a typical ATM user interface. This is very modal because you see the labels on the buttons, cash withdrawal, change, card setting, transfer, something like that. They are all saying about actions or tasks. Like in that case, if you see actions or tasks on the button label, it will be modal. I'm going to talk about these things later. So anyway, mode is a condition while the system restricts and limits what a user can do. A mode ties the user to a specific place or flow, and it won't let him or her go out until it is ended up with some specific actions like pushing OK button or pushing close button or cancel button. So modes are very stressful because they are against our fundamental demand, which means we always want to control our environment. So mode stops it. So it is very stressful. Right. However, computer is always modal because computer is just a box which can be anything. It means it has a lot of modes. Like computer itself is very modal because you can turn on. You need to turn on to use it. So it means modal. And you need to log in to start using computer. So it means there is a mode for that. And also application. They have different modes, like this presentation mode or web browser mode, something like that. A window. You need to focus a window to use that window. Or input controls. You need to focus on some specific controls to use it to type in. So computer is originally very modal. Like the left side, that's a traditional paradigm to make a program. We call it procedural programming. It is like this image. It has a specific path to proceed. But in 1970, we got a different computer programming paradigm. It was called object-oriented programming. The image is like this. It's there is no specific path. It is very random access. So this is very modulus. On the user interface, command line interface is very modal because you have specific order or path to give a command to a computer. On the other hand, modeless, we say GUI, graphic user interface, is very modeless because you have no specific order to do one thing. You have almost a limitless way to do one thing. So, the guy Alan Kay is also a very famous man from Xerox. And actually he invented object-oriented programming paradigm and also GUI. And he said this thing. In both cases, it means program and user interface. We have the object first and the desire second. Desire means actions or tasks. This unifies the concrete with the abstract in a highly satisfying way. So modeless GUI and OOP, object-oriented programming, is they are both modeless and very important in this computer paradigm these days. All right. So modal and modeless, they are competing actually. So I will show some examples, and then you will get the idea, I think. First, this is a course dishes, not French, but something like that. And in a restaurant, you get if you order this kind of thing, the dishes are coming in specific path, specific order. One thing, you have one dish and you eat it, and then next one comes, So it's very modal. You cannot change the order, and you cannot get the next one until you finish the dish in front of you. On the other hand, this is Japanese bento lunch. This also has many different kinds of stuff in one box, and there is no specific order to eat. You can freely eat anything, and there is no specific order or specific path to finish. Or you can also, it is up to you to stop eating before you eat everything. So this is modeless. Sorry. All right. This is a soft drink vending machine on the street in Tokyo. How many of you have been in Tokyo? Oh. Right. In Tokyo, thousands of, I don't know, millions of vending machines on the street. And this is a sample of model because there is a specific order to use it. You need to insert a coin first, and then push the button you want to drink. This is a fixed order. So if you don't insert a coin, the buttons are disabled. So you need to first insert the coin. That's the rule, and it is sometimes hard to use. All right, modeless. I think you cannot tell the difference between the last one. This is a new type of vending machine in Tokyo. This one is modeless, so there is no specific order. You can push the button first, and then insert a coin or use your prepaid card or Apple Pay, something like that. So this gets better. I think I like very much. All right. The modal train. Train is very modal. Train is good, but it's very modal because it has a specific path to go somewhere, and specific order. One station, the next station, next station. You cannot change the order. And once you get on the train, you cannot get off until the train gets the next station, right? Car. This is modeless. There is no specific way to go one place. It is up to you, and even you can stop riding or change the direction before you get the first target place. So this is modeless. All right. So imagine on a car dashboard, if you have these 3 buttons, what do you think? People say before designing, you need to observe your users, or you need to research user behavior, user tasks. Yeah, that's very important. But if you research the behavior of drivers, you will get those kind of tasks. He goes straight sometimes he goes left, goes right. Yeah. So we need to have these 3 buttons and put it on the dashboard. Okay? So yeah, this is very bad because it's model. So what's the ideal design course is? Using this wheel, you can go straight, you can go right, left, yeah. But it's not only that. You can do more things because it's modeless. You have freedom, okay? Right, on the GUI, you have a lot of modal dialogues. This is in Japanese, I'm sorry, but this is from a PowerPoint. And also this is from a little bit older version. But, this dialogue is about a rectangle. If you are drawing a rectangle on the PowerPoint slide, you can see this kind of dialogue, and you can change its properties or sizes or rotation degrees. But this is model, so you need to push OK or cancel to get out this mode and apply it to the rectangle. On the other hand, this is similar, but this is from Apple Keynote. This is also a presentation application. This is also about rectangle properties, but this dialog is modeless. In a modeless dialog, it has no OK or cancel buttons. It is floating on the screen, and you don't have to hit OK or cancel buttons. It applies in real time to the target object. All right. This is a cooking knife from Western maker. And if you see the grip, this organic shape, I think this is designed from, like human factor. So this is very good. It can be held by some person, but some people may think, oh, this is not fit to my hand. On the other hand, this is a Japanese sushi knife. I don't know how to say it. But, see this? It's very straight and plain. There's no organic curve. But this is for pro use. This means this plain shape will reflect the cook's skill directly. So, the professional cooks are, I think they have their own ways to hold or use knives. So this one is for that kind of usage. This is Modeless. And yeah, modal dialog. This is a Windows Notepad app, and if you write something and going to close, the system will pop up this kind of dialog. Do you save? Of course. This one is notes of iPhone. It doesn't say do you save. It saves always. It saves automatically. So you don't have to be worried about saving or not saving. It is saving. Yeah, and as I talked before, this is a file opening dialog. This is modal, because you need to choose one file and hit OK or hit cancel to get out the mode. So how to open a file in modeless way? Then you just double click. This is modeless way. Right? This is also in Japanese, but this is an Amazon purchasing flow. You see this progress indicator. People say this kind of screen flow as a wizard. Okay? This is very modal because you need to go through the specific path. On the other hand, when you are just walking, looking around, or searching or navigating things, it is modeless because there is no specific way. It's free. This is from also PowerPoint, and when you choose a rectangle from the menu, it will get a mode, and then you drag on the slide, you will get rectangle. This is Keynote app. This one has also the shape menu, and you select the rectangle, but there is no mode because the application will make the rectangle automatically, so there's no mode. Right? This dialog is about Windows display property, and you change the theme or something like that, and you need to hit apply or OK button to apply it. It's modal. On the other hand, in Mac, also you can change the themes, but there's no OK button because when you select one, it will apply immediately. This is a currency conversion application from Yahoo. You input some data in a specific order, and last you need to hit the submit button to get the result. So it's modal, but This is a max also currency conversion widget. There is no submit button. So we have left side and right side, and there is no specific order. You can anytime change, any side. You can, if you change the right side, it will get the result on the left side, real time. So this is more. And in a business application field, you will see this kind of thing. In a business application, you have always database, and there are some functionalities, and then select different mode. Okay. So this is very modal, but if you think this UI, it's more free and modal. You see the target object first, and you select one, and then select the action. So this is the modeless way. So I'm going to talk about the modeless design principles. It's not very complicated. It's simple. First, show objects to the user as soon as possible. This is an email client, and in this case, objects are mails. So you need to see the mails first. This is the first screen. And then you select one and select actions. The second, direct and reversible actions. You see, this is a principle of GUI, so this is not very special, but if you move something on the screen, and the screen will reflect in real time what you are doing. Or, if you move something to another place, and then you do that, you move that back to the original place, it will get back. This kind of reversible thing is very important. Also, don't give a procedure to get out the mode. This is a kind of action game, and if you need to select one action to beat your enemy, you will see this. This is okay. Strike, punch, kick, and you hit the button, it will execute immediately. But the right side, this is a bad way to express this kind of functionality. You have options, and you select one, and you need to hit the OK button to execute it. This is bad, because this means modal. You need to hit this button to get out the modal. Or, this is from Max Finder, and now we have two windows, and they are looking into one same folder. So left side, it's a list view. This one is icon view, but they are both looking at the same folder. So if you change name of a file one side, the other side, it has to reflect in real time the change. If it is not synchronized, it's very confusing. And the last one, object first, verb second syntax. Users need to do things in this order. First, you select an object. In this case, this is some text. This is a text editor. Selecting text first, and then selecting command second. This syntax is very important. All right, so modal syntax, I say it's task-based. Verb first and object second. Verb means actions or tasks. Object is, sometimes you say it's noun or arguments, but anyway, verb first, object second. But the modeless way, object, selecting object first, and then selecting verb second. This is the modeless syntax.